Peggy 16.
Prepare for Planetfall.
They exist in different factions. They come in, with all different looks and specialities. But for now, we're gonna be basing our main guy on
the Vanguard Jack Gelder.
Jack Gelder.
Not Frank Vance. There he is, down one.
There we go. So, here's your starting faction. This is basically your main race. Here's your starting faction. This is basically your main race.
Secondly, secret technology would indicate that there's something secretive about it.
There is, yeah. So secret technologies are technologies from the Empire. Yeah,
yes.
They like experimental weapons technologies, for example. This is Promethean. They used this technique to cleanse planets of threats.
And in gameplay terms, you can say that the secret technology is essentially a tweak to the faction you've picked. There are several secret technologies. You can only pick one, and they will kind of influence your gameplay. If you're playing this in multiplayer, you meet another player faction. You do not necessarily know what secret technology they have picked.
Exactly, and the tech victory is associated with these secret technologies. For most of them, it's a doomsday weapon that, when triggered, it's triggered into in multiple stages, will finish the game. Yeah. Let's choose party animal, which makes our empire a little bit unproductive. We lose 10% production, full stop.
But also a lot more fun.
We got, let's take personal loadout, so we can choose a cool sharpshooter equipment for our main leader. We've got colonist cryopods already selected, which means that our colonies start with a bonus in population. So another cool one is the martial tradition. That means that you can research weapons technologies faster, and you're a ruthless killer. That means that when you kill a unit, you get an extra action point. So you can go on killing sprees with the leader.
Currently, Jack Gelder seems very serious and not the type of party animal I feel like he should be. Do you have any ways to solve that? Yes.
Some sunglasses. Now he looks more like a party animal. All right, so let's start.
Let's get into it.
There goes Jack. We'll always find a nice spot to land on. But all the void storms and whatnot have, of course, disrupted the radars a little bit. You don't have full vision on the entire world. Cities are expanded by adding sectors to the core colony. But first, when we make a decision on what to acquire or where to expand in, we need to do some scouting. So here's a little scout unit. So let's look around a bit. One of the things you might notice are these little scanner dots here. The scout is able to see a little bit further than its normal vision range, and this indicates possible threats or allies or life forms in the game world.
There's something there.
Something there, yeah. Yellow ones are static, red ones are moving. So let's take a look there. So there goes our little scout. Here we have the...
it's full of plants.
It's full of plants. These are the growth. This is a sentient plant species.
Yes.
This is a landmark. Landmarks are what you call sector dominant features. They sit in the center of a sector. The colonies are another example. Landmarks are generally high value. Let's see what they want. The greenhouse effect. This is a quest that they give us. And quests come into multiple formats. This is what we call an economic quest, where the faction asks us to produce greenhouses for them, so they can spawn the little baby tentacles you know, in a nice, comfortable.
Yeah, so we can give them more growth.
And there's a quest edit. It takes 9 turns to build these bloody greenhouses.
Yeah, if we weren't a party animal, I feel like this would have gone slightly quicker.
Yes, yeah, we got the penalty in production, but let's cue it. So here is Jack with his new sniper rifle that he chose as his personal loadout. We got a little robo-doggy here called a pug. Which is basically a little dog that can help resupply units in the battlefield. Very useful. It's the soldier's best friend. Basic trooper and another owl. So let's take him here. So here we move to the center of the location.
Yeah, and we can see there's a marker there essentially. Yep. So now we're in the center of Mineral Ridge here. Yep. It's it's claimed wilderness sector by Jack Gelder.
It's claimed because my colony projects a claim automatically. Yes. It's not claimed. It's not owned yet. It's not annexed yet. So we can add it as a province to our starting city. But if you look at the sector analysis, you'll see that there's fertile plains, there's forests, there's Arcadian, there's some mountains in it, and this will boost the production of our colony. Yeah. The abandoned quarry, however, is not abandoned because there seems to be someone sitting on top of it. Yeah, we have to deal with those fellas later. We've got nanite support, which basically buffs our units in the field. You know, nanite is the sci-fi magic, so it can do basically anything. This is healing kits and whatnot. And then there's heavy laser deployment. Lasers are great versus machines. And then the subjugation ordnance, which is great against organic life.
Yeah, there's a sweet shredder bomb.
Yeah, so that's another source, which is your secret technology. So these are all about cleansing the planet, both on like local levels, in tactical combat, cleansing sectors, allowing your units to survive the cleansing, which is also quite important, and then you can re-emerge from the flames. And then we have the society research. So we got first row is doctrines. Doctrines are empire-wide bonuses that you can apply for a number of turns. Then there's the main body of economic upgrades. They include ways to settle on water, basic frontier facilities, and then in the final categories are operations or covert operations, which allow you to spy on people, allows you to sabotage and keep your people under control. All right, so we captured our first province.
Yes, we're one sector up. Yeah. So we're twice as large as we were last time.
All right. So we still have these guys to deal with. So they are Imperial Revenants, and these are another faction, just like the.
I don't like the look of them. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they look nice, but I don't like the look of them, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, they are like zombified survivors from the collapse. Their augmentations have kept them alive for
too long,
hundreds of years, too long, and they represent the former governing body of the Empire. We're going to be declaring war on this NPC faction.
Manual combat is, I think, what most people are what Age of Wonders, the series, is known for. In this case, let's skip that.
Yeah, because we've got a vastly inferior enemy force. That means that we will survive this battle without any losses.
We want to spare them the embarrassment, essentially.
Yep. So there they go. We just lost a little bit of hit points. We got some production, which will be shipped to the city immediately, and then it will start producing income per turn. This mountain is uninhabitable for the Vanguard.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe if you were some other type of faction,
you might be able to do something with them.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
that's not the Vanguard. Let's go to the Dragonfly Delta over here, which is... Oh, whoops, who's that?
Oh,
yeah. Well met, Jack. We hope that we can remain positive relations and coexist on this planet, that our people can re-emerge from the ruins together.
What a nice fella. Yeah, let's be nice for now.
All right. So we get an overview. This is an overview of all of our factions. We have war with the Paragons. We have war with the Marauders. We're always at war. The Growth are still neutral, and we're hopefully building relations with the Kirko. What do we have here?
Well, the
forward base.
Yes, so let's start with that and explain what a forward base is, because it's slightly different than a colony, right? It's not the same thing?
No, it's not the same thing. So colonies, they grow slowly. Colonizers are expensive to build. Colonists grow a number of turns. They take a number of turns to acquire new territory. But if you see something of high interest, you can place a forward base next to it or on it. That way you are allowed to basically project your claims out of your core colonies and prepare for future expansion. Yeah, we got a Kirko Ravenous here, which is a strong melee unit. We've got a Transcended, which is a floaty.
Yeah, it's Transcended. It's something.
Yeah, he can heal.
And it's got a side strike.
Yeah, and we got some Kirko Frenzied, which is also another melee unit, a lower level foot soldier who has a battle vomit ability.
Yeah. So is the Kirko more melee focused then?
Yes. All right. What's this? It is a golden landmark. This is the highest level landmark. You know, if your galaxy is in ruins and there's still sort of like a drone operated Las Vegas, you know, what you soldiers want to go.
I mean, especially if you're hanging out with Jack Gelder party animal.
Yeah.
This seems to be a cool place.
So let's take a walker.
Yeah, no,
I think we're BattleTech fans. So,
yeah. I think a walker is a good idea.
Some armor, why not take some electrified ammunition that actually changes the damage type of the walker, and a hazmat protection against the biochemical attacks of the Kirko. Let's form an attack squad. So Jack will join with the pug, and the walker needs to end another turn. There we go.
I'm sure everyone just wants you to press the manual combat button now. So let's do that.
There we go. So here we see an introduction camera movement. The Kirko move, the big Ravenous moves forward. You'll notice that it will crush anything that it moves over. It's a very strong melee enemy. We want to keep him away from our ranged guys who are a little bit more squishy than these insectoids.
Because one of the things here in Planetfall, right, is the fact that there is destructible cover and environments. You can take cover behind it, but you're not necessarily safe.
Yep. All right. So let's take a look at our enemies again. This is the guy we need to be afraid of. If he comes close to us, he will pin us down and rip us apart.
That's bad.
That's bad. This is a sniper. He probably is going to stay behind and shoot from us from behind cover. This is the support unit who can mend and heal the swarm. Yeah. The Frenzied, there are 2 stacks of those, smaller versions of the big guy, melee focused, and they can cough up battle vomit. Yeah.
And this is also one that you always have all the information in a tactical combat, right? You can click on the units and it will show you everything. It will show you all the stuff we saw, but also if they have any modifications, like our troopers, for example, with the flechette armor.
Yeah, the little symbols will be rendered above their heads. So here you see the little dice as well. Yeah. And the AI will mod their units as well, and pick glyphs that show their function.
Now the Kirko also has a nice purple glow around them.
Yeah, that's the Swarm Shield's ability. That means that they get an automatic defense when standing next to another Kirko. So that's the power of the swarm, basically.
Pumping each other up.
Yeah, so they like to stay close together, and we need to ensure that we sort of spread them out a bit. So we're going to be adjusting our strategy towards that. So we're going to move these jetpack dudes to the flanks. We're not going to fly just yet, because their jetpacks have a cooldown.
And I also want to point out that you can see when you're moving your units, they're different hexes, they have different colors, and that's because it costs AP to move.
If you move all the way to the reds, you have no more attacks left. And then there's 3 stages before that. We now have 1 action point left, which still allows me to do Overwatch with these Marines. Just 1 shot of Overwatch. So we put it in that direction. Let's move Jack first. We're going to have him stand back a bit. He is armed with a sniper rifle. Let's move him here. But as this is a 1-shot thing, it required all action points to shoot. So we only have like a small pistol ability or a hunker down ability. So we're gonna be putting that on for now. So Jack isn't of much use in this first turn. Then we have the little Robodog, the pug. We're gonna be positioning him next to Jack. so he can help out
And
protecting him.
And when you're moving your units now, the way the turn order system works, right, is that it's the defenders always move first.
Yes.
And they get to move all of their units in whatever order they want.
Yes.
And it's the attackers, and they get to move all of their units in whatever order they want.
Yeah. So you can think a bit, position.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the blur count ability to obscure Jack, so it's harder to hit. We've got another group of soldiers here. Let's move them to the relative safety here. That's another Overwatch. This is a plant which is full cover. That means that you can't shoot through it. So you see that it's a bit of an unfortunate position. I can also expose them a little bit, but they might take the full brunt of his attack. So I might just flank them all the way from here and have no Overwatch. And this is the scout.
Yeah, this is our owl.
Yeah, it also has a combat function in the way that it can target paint enemies. So if you move it forward, we can hopefully select this guy, so make him easier to hit.
Now, because that's a flying unit, does that also mean that since Kirk are melee based, does that mean not all of those units can hit the owl?
That's correct. Yeah.
So they need some type of ranged weapon.
Of course, the battle spit will damage it, but it's a weak range stability. There are very few pure melee ranged units, but there are. But it is possible for a flying army to waste a full ground level, ground-based.
Pitiful groundlings.
Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, so then we have the big walker. So this is basically a moving artillery piece. It has missiles and a Gatling gun. So we can try if we can fire a unit if we stay within 1 hex movement. We can take a pot shot, see if we maybe blow up some cover here. There's a very low chance to hit.
And the percentage here next to those would be the hit chance, right?
Yeah, I think we might as well have the highest chance of just
destroying that cover.
Yeah. So let's do that. So we expose them, make them come forward a bit. All right. So end turn.
Now, one of the things we haven't actually...
Overwatch.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right. So there's the monsters coming. Battle spit. So leaves lots of lovely decals on the ground. Oh,
ooh.
Jack's getting it.
Now, based on...
Healing.
Yeah, because they took some damage from the destroyed cover, correct?
Yep.
Now, all of these different icons next to when they take damage, that is different types of damage that's being applied, right? There's both the toxic, or the vomit is some type of toxic. The other units, the snipers had some type of psi damage. But damage is still damage. Yep. Right. So it's
you might have different resistances. Yep. All right. So what do we got here? We've got our first stack of Frangids just sitting here and exposing their backs. So let's shoot them from behind. We got a flanking bonus. So that's one of their factions down. Jack here can use a sniper rifle, but unfortunately he didn't bring grenades because he's got a pistol as a secondary weapon. Otherwise, we could have thrown a grenade over.
And that's something we could have outfitted Jack with grenades if we wanted to.
Yep. So let's see, who should we try and do damage?
So when we're just looking at this now, we see he's aiming at the big guy. 95% chance to hit. Then there's the red bar, which I'm assuming is the health of the unit, and the blinking bit would be how much Jack might be able to remove.
So it's a single portion, meaning a single shot, and the amount of damage that it can do when successful.
So if we were using a unit that had several shots, we'd then see several slots, and if they all hit, they would. Yeah,
exactly. And the way it works is that once your 2-hit percentage is above a particular amount, there will never be a full miss again. And I think the cutoff point is 75%. So that means that we will always hit, but there might be a what we call a grace and then that will be half damage.
Yeah.
So there's no chance that of 1 in 20 that we will fully miss this guy.
So
he will always damage him.
Yeah. So it's a case of Jack doing more damage or half damage.
Yep. All right, flanked. We got 15 damage because he's flanked. All right, so we have this little pug buddy here, and this thing is on cooldown because the missile has been used.
Yeah.
But the pug brings supply, so we can resupply the walker with another shot. So its cooldown resets, and we can just fire another missile from closer range. So we could try and I'm gonna be blowing up my own cover here, but I got a higher percentage to hit here.
And we could also see that the impact could do stagger. Now, what does stagger do?
A very important point that you say. Stagger means that an enemy uses action points. It also means that it will lose its poses, like Overwatch. And in this case, this monster has melee Overwatch. So if it would be next to one of my units and it would fire, the thing would trigger its melee Overwatch and rip it to pieces. So the staggering is an incredibly important mechanic.
So that's why it's also really important to actually plan out your turn and make sure that, okay, that unit is an Overwatch, but I want to move past it. I need to try and stagger it by
with a grenade or with a missile or with psionic effect or anything.
Yeah. And here we can see with the owl there, we could see, if you hover over the big guy again, you could see that there was 3 shots doing a lot less damage. But still.
All right, so these guys moved all the way here. Of course, it's a longer shot.
Yep.
55%. Let's just try it. Let's keep.
Yeah, and in that case, not all of the shots hit, but some of them did, so they took that damage.
All right, and yeah, one of the features that I want to show is the operations. So the first turns, you might have noticed there was the operations were charging.
Yeah.
So in turn 1, there's no operations unless you got a special ability that brings that time forward. But round 2, our satellites and whatnot have gotten into range, and let's just unleash a little bit of Promethean technology, the Pyrex bomb. It's a large area of effect spell, which basically creates a huge gas cloud which will auto-ignite within a number of turns. So if you just throw it here, it might disperse this entire group of Kirko. First turn, there's a gas, and in 1 turn it will blow everything up. It's important to cast this to throw this at the end of the turn, because it also obscures vision.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's very likely that these Kirko will try to move out of it. So there we go. Next turn. Oh wait, I still have.
You still have the owl.
The owl ready. Yeah. Let's move him back a bit from the blast range, and take a couple of pot shots. All right. End turn. So there they come, clawing forward.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not the
poor doggy! Oh no! Oh, he helped us so much.
Oh.
Oh. He's walking around it. Bam. There it goes. Oh, it got one of them.
Yeah, so you put it out at the end of your previous turn and it activated at the start of your next turn.
Yeah, so the enemy has an opportunity to move away, but I don't have the opportunity myself. Yeah, we did lose the pug. He's gonna be, remembered. We probably gonna turn him into a trophy at the headquarters.
I mean, we should stuff him somehow. Put him on a mantelpiece.
Can you stuff robo-dogs?
I don't know, actually. Maybe in the future.
All right.
So the walker's still around, looking scary.
Well, we lost the pug. It can no longer reset. I think it's only 1 charge anyway. So we use the Gatling gun on the big guy here.
Yeah.
Oh. That was the electrified ammunition, and we got these guys.
So it's sniper versus sniper.
Yeah, enemy at the gates. See that movie?
Yes, but it's been a while.
I think it was.
It's a good movie. Okay, so for the most part,
there's one left, and he might be. able to kill these guys. There we
Because
go.
they were flanked. So now it's just the healer or the support unit over there.
Let's use a jetpack.
Oh yeah, because we haven't used the jetpack.
We're gonna be moving him here. And shoot him from the back. All right. So he's turning to face us, like the lower level units do that. Yeah, we're gonna win this battle anyway, so might as well just, you know, throw in some more abilities just to show.
Let's show off another operation.
So this is the Inferno drop pod, which basically drops Marines from space. We're gonna drop him right next to this poor guy to try and stagger him. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but bam, there we go. It's wrecked the post, and let's shoot him further. All right, he survived. Now we did manage to mess up this charge station further.
Yeah, there's less of it now than there were before, but most of it was like cars. So
yeah, electric cars. Looks like Tesla made it to the future age.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I guess that's our turn. Let's see what the Kyrku can do.
Yep. Yeah, it's just mopping up now.
Yep.
Oh, he managed to kill poor guy.
Petty kill. Just
it was a petty kill.
Yeah. I'm going
Vengeance.
out.
You're going to be killed by Scout. Oh no,
well.
barely. All right. There you go, Bug. Bam.
Very nice.
Victories, and he lies in the rubble. Victory is ours.
It was a hard-fought battle.
It was, but managed to lose, you know, 2 friends here.
That's actually,
They were not able to make it to the Flamingo of Fortune Resort.
Very sad.
Yeah.